This channel is supported by Sire. Sire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, so on this channel, I think I have a bit of a commitment that I will try to do more often than not pieces of gear that I've actually bought and that I'm genuinely interested in, and this is one of these. So I haven't heard many people talking about these for some reason, although you will be more than familiar with the brand, certainly on this channel anyway. They have sent me guitars in the past, which I've told you about, and I have bought plenty of guitars from them as well. So, what is it? It is a Sire S3, I think that's what they're calling it, which is essentially their cheapest guitar yet. Now, they brought out initially basses, then acoustic guitars, and I've got one of the basses. I've got a number of their electric guitars. and I've always been quite impressed, especially for the money that you pay for them and the sort of general design of them, something close to a Sire guitar. So let's take a look at this and see whether it's decent, whether it's crap, whether it's worth the money, whether it's not, and I'll be as honest as possible. So there is a Sonic Blue Sire Larry Carlton S3, less than £400, I think about 369. As I've found with these, the things where the attention to detail is not necessarily great would be in some of the finishing. So if you're looking for like a completely spotless guitar, I don't know if you'll be able to see here, you get like little amounts of kind of tooling marks, but the things that matter, I think, more are things like weight and things like the fret job and stuff like that. So those things I've generally found to be very good. I think what's interesting about this compared to the other models, we've got the rosewood fretboard, we've got non-roasted maple, and the HSS thing, which is, you know, similar to the others. You've still got that great upper fret access, and there's a couple of like little marks on the guitar and stuff, so it's not perfect. You don't have locking tuners, but it's nice and lightweight. I'm going to go and weigh it and plug it in and see what it sounds like. I wouldn't normally do this, but this is literally just out of the case and I've not tuned it or anything, and here's what it does. So somehow when it's pretty much as cold as it has been for a very long time in the UK, this has arrived very nicely in tune, playing fantastically out of the box. The only negatives that I could come up with, to be honest, is that I feel like it's a little bit maybe sloppy in some places, you know, like there's tooling marks on some of the fretboard and stuff. But in terms of playability, this does not, I think, play like a guitar in its price range. This plays fantastically well, and you're getting that kind of, not quite there, but you know, not far away from kind of the Sire playability. I think a lot of this is down to kind of the spec and stuff. Up here, there's some maybe flatter bits on the frets, so it's not perfect, but you know, down at this end of the fretboard, it's playing incredibly nicely for a guitar in this price range. I think I prefer the rosewood board to the maple board of the more expensive Sires, and I think also this matte finish neck is quite nice, although again it's not perfect kind of workmanship, but it is that kind of utilitarian approach. At this price range, I think you'd find it very difficult to find a guitar that played anything like this. The Ibanez AZES was pretty nice, but I think this is a bit of a step above. Very nicely spec'd as well, but I think that's the main thing for me, like a comfortable medium C to slightly slimmer neck, 9.5 inch radius I think it is on these. You don't have the locking tuners, but it seems to me to be keeping its tune very nicely. So all in all, I'm very impressed for the money. I was expecting it to be a decent playing guitar. Again, not perfect out of the box in terms of the workmanship, but I guess that's why these guitars are priced the way they are. They play fantastically well though. Let me know your thoughts if you had one of these, if you had any of the other Sires. Were you impressed, were you not? I think I've read some stories and had some comments from people. I encourage you to leave your experience in the comments below so that people can get other people's experience. This is only one guitar. You know, I've played about maybe 10 Sires over the course of time, and I have said in some examples that I felt like this beveling at the edge of the frets has got a bit intense, and I did feed that back to the chap who runs Sire, and hopefully they take that on board. But on this one, it's playing really nicely, and they've done, I think, a really good job, especially for the money. I'm going to do some more playing now. And let's also see if it will hold its tune with the trem. Now I'm going to be returning slightly sharp, and that D came back a little bit flat, but for that amount of whammy abuse, that's not bad at all, right?
bad at all.
Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to leave a comment and like and subscribe if you'd like. I was specifically asked by Danny if I would review one of these. So a nice cheap end of the market guitar that plays very well, as you've come to expect from Sire. This is not a sponsored video. They did not send me this guitar, and that's why I've called it an honest review. Thank you for stopping by. Cheers.